Go.
Okay, you're live.
Hey guys, my name is Juana, and I'm so excited to be here with Behind the Chair and sharing with you my tips and tricks about curly hair and how to diffuse and how to define those curls. I have here my lovely model, Jolly. You probably got to recognize her because she's been on my page a few times now. And today I'm going to explain what I did. With Jodie, and we try to define those curls and make her hair nice and big. Okay, so the first step was the wash and condition. What we did, we washed it with a mild shampoo, and this is the one from Moroccano and the curl enhancing shampoo. I love this one because it's super soft and gives really nice shine, and it's very easy to manage after, especially when you curly hair. Whew, it's a disaster when you have to brush the hair. And after I used the mask. This is the Moroccano Intense Hydrating Mask. Again, it's amazing if you have curly hair because hydration is what you need when you're curly. Okay, I'm gonna start now, and we're gonna turn a little bit around so you can see the length and everything. So you see how is the hair. The main secret when you're curly, what you have to look for, not to see any fuzz, wet fuzz, what I'm talking about. So you can, I don't know if you can see here. You see there are a few kind of curves here. They're not like really defined. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my bottle spray and I'm going to just wet it a little bit more. So this way you are going to form the curls and the fuzz is going to go away. So that's how I do it. I love to work on kind of soaking hair, like really wet, because this is my perfect base for the curls, and I know 100% it's not going to be fuzzy. Now I'm going to take my leave-in product. I know a few of you probably are scared of the leave-in product, but I highly recommend you to use one because this is going to keep the hydration in the hair. Okay, as you can, I did this. I showed you earlier how it was a little bit fuzzy. So using a leave-in product is going to keep the hydration, and it's going to make the curls much better. And this lovely product, it's an all-in conditioner. This what's going to happen, it's going to keep the moisture up to 72 hours. So your hair is going to be so silky even after a few days. Okay, so I'm just going to put it, shake it a little bit and put it in my, oops, in my hand. Okay, it's jumping. Okay, so kind of this is the amount. I don't know if you can see. It's maybe too much light. Okay, maybe are you able to see it? So just a couple of pumps, basically. That's what I'm doing. So going her hair and just trying to do like an even distribution. Start on the side. Okay, moving towards the back. And if you need, add a little bit more. But you can see straight away it's going to change the texture. The hair is going to be much silkier and shinier. Okay, so I'm going to add a few more pumps. Okay, and continue with the other side. Okie dokie, oops. And don't forget about the hairline because this is the one, it's always drier, especially because the hair is more fragile and it's a bit hard to make it curly. I know myself because I have here in the sides two bits and they never go curly. I don't know why. Probably if you're curly, you know what I mean. Okay, so I'm finishing with this product. The hair is looking really nice. Make sure those ones are good. And turn around. Okay, and now I'm going to move to the styling products. What do you guys use for your curls? Do you use cream or do you use a gel? Or do you use both? I love to use both. And today I'm going to use the curl defining cream for the Moroccan oil. I'm not going to use too much because already I have my leave-in product. I know it is a very, the leave-in product is made for all types of hair. So if you have even fine hair, you can use it because the texture is super soft and super like lightweight, so it's not gonna affect at all your hair. So don't be afraid of using a leave-in conditioner. So with this one, I'm gonna apply like only 2 pumps. Okay, so 2 small pumps, and I'm just gonna again spread it in my hands. If you feel it's too much, what you can do, you can take a towel and just take the excess of the product. But what I do, I just put it on my top of my hand, and I'm going in the hair. I start from the mid ends and working towards the top, okay? Okay, and this side again.
Maria on Facebook wants to know the name of the products that you're using.
So the first product was the Moroccano all-in-one leave-in conditioner. This is for all type of hair. So even if you're not curly, you can use this product because it's gonna add extra moisture to the hair, which is gonna make it super silk, and it's gonna last up to 72 hours. Okay, this is the leave-in product, and this one is the defining cream. This one as well is gonna enhance the curls. It's gonna bring back the bangs, and it's gonna make the curls alive. And after this product, I'm going to use another one. Okay, so bear with me 1 second. You're going to use 3 products. Okay, 3 leave-in products. But massage it in, and if you need to add a little bit more water, you can spray it. Make sure it's no wet fuzz. I can't stress enough about this wet fuzz, because the wet fuzz is the one is gonna make that the curls not pretty, like fuzzy. Okay, spray it. Okay, and what I like to do sometimes, because the top needs a little bit of volume, I'm taking my brush, and only for the top I'm brushing a little bit and set those curls. Okay, and this one, and this one. Perfect. Now I'm going to take my third product, which, to be honest with you guys, I can live without. I use all the time gel for my curls. The gel for me is like the product that is locking in the moisture, if it makes sense. So with this product, it's gonna kind of make a bit of cast, okay? But don't be scared when I'm saying a cast, because the cast is kind of easy to break if you use a little bit of serum, and even after you scrunch the hair with your hands, empty hands, you kind of break the cast and you have those bouncy curls. Okay, so I'm gonna take the gel. Oops, I press it too hard. Again, just few drops first. Okay, and I'm gonna tell my lovely model to stay a little bit to the side, a little bit more, like, yeah, and look at me. Yeah, perfect, that is perfect. And I'm gonna scrunch a little bit the hair, okay, with the product. Smells so good. I know. The Moroccano, they should do a perfume, isn't it? Like, it's so good. Okay, that's the side. Make sure again you don't have any fuzz, because if you have any fuzz, it's gonna be fuzzy. The end result is gonna be fuzzy. Add a bit of water if needs. I see here underneath just a strand where it's a little bit fuzzy. I know this is a little bit time consuming, sometimes can be in the salon, but you will get a really nice result, and your clients will be like, oh my God, I never see my hair so curly. How did you do that? So take a little bit extra time and get those lovely curls. Okay, this is the other side, and I'm going to turn around, and I need you to back, please, in the back a little bit more. Perfect. And I'm using a little bit more. This is a lightweight gel. I know you see me applying a lot of product, but trust me, it won't make your hair crunchy and won't make your hair like sticky or heavy. So I love it. I always go like maybe, how will it say, applying 3 or 4 times. So maybe, oops, sorry, the noise. And applying the other side, again to the side, please. I'm using my fingers kind of to work the product in, but in the same time, I go in and I scrunch it a little bit, just to form those curls. And again, don't forget about the hairline, because the hairline is the one you see and your client is gonna see. So you want that one to be curly and not fuzzy.
CC on Facebook would like to know how many times the mask should be used per week.
Well, I would say it depends on your hair, but definitely once a week you need to have a deep treatment, because the curly hair, usually it is super dry and very porous. So I would say once a week, use a deep and intense mask, and after you can use your normal like conditioner, but always allow time to stay with the mask. For example, my lovely Jody, she stayed about 15 minutes with the mask. They say up to 7 minutes, but I always double it because I know curly hair needs an extra time. Okay, so kind of this is the look with the products. Maybe add a tiny bit more on the face, and we're gonna start drying the hair. Tiny bit to the front. Take your hands, okay, with your hands. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go a little bit here, so we have product on the top as well. We don't want the top to be fuzzy. Okay, so perfect. This looks good. It's no fuzz. Maybe again this side a little bit of water, and we are done. Now I'm going to take my dryer and I'm going to start diffusing the hair. Okay, I know lots of girls, I don't know if you have any curly girls here in the chat, probably you are using and drying your hair upside down. So I like to do that, but sometimes when we have kind of this kind of curly, this kind of small lid and small curls, it shrinks a little bit too much. So I prefer to start diffusing a little bit all around, and after at the end going upside down, if it makes sense, because this way will keep the length and it's going to be still curly. Okay, I'm going to take my dryer. Perfect, thank you. And I hope you guys can hear me. It's going to be on medium settings, okay, medium speed and medium heat. Okay, sometimes I'm going to go on low speed, but depends. Okay, so I'm going to put your head a little bit down, and I'm just going to go work a little bit this way. It's almost like speeding the air dry, okay? I'm not going straight away into the hair, so taking a little bit of time and kind of set the curls, and after go in and scrunch the hair. Okay, this side. Do you guys have any questions for me?
Yeah, so we have a couple questions. The first one is wondering what blow dryer you're using.
This is the Dyson blow dryer, because I am away and it's very kind of light and trouble, so this is the one I'm using. But you can use any dryer. You can take the time and make sure you're not using too high speed and too hot, because that's gonna kind of destroy the curls and not gonna look good. So any dryer should be fine if you are following the steps and using the right product.
We have another question from Facebook wondering if the product makes the hair heavy and takes it longer to dry.
Can take a little bit longer to dry. Yeah, that's correct if you're applying too much product. but they are not heavy at all. Like, I'm gonna take pictures and a video later and I show you it's not heavy at all. The hair feels really, really good. The only problem, yeah, if you are applying maybe too much product, sometimes can take a little bit to dry. But you see, my lovely girl, she is not natural blonde, so the hair is sometimes more porous. So I feel I need to add an extra product kind of to form the curls and keep it nice and moisture. Okay. Okay, I'm going to go to the other side. And I'm going to tell my lovely mother to just move a little bit around. That's perfect. You always have to move. Don't stay in one place. Always move. Always move. And another tip will be, don't touch the curls while you are diffusing, because if you touch the curls with all the moisture from the hair, it's going to close the curls and the end result won't be the one you wish. So don't touch the curls, just go around, go around. It's like spitting the air, dry process. And after, when the curls are a little bit formed, you just go in and scrunch and work the roots to get a little bit more volume. And after, you can just flip the hair upside down, side, back, and okay, the other side. I know it's a bit time consuming with the curly hair. I know when I'm drying my hair it takes forever, but it's worth it because I wash my hair twice a week and I think it's really nice because I have nice hair for all week. Just you have to put the effort to have a nice mask, a nice treatment, use the product and take your time diffusing it. And I think I can go in and start drawing a little bit of roots. We're going to go to the back a little bit. Okay, so very gentle without disturbing the curls. You're just turning to the back and flip in the back a little bit more. So don't touch the curls, keep the curls, keep your hands away. Now I'm slightly moving into the roots and work my roots, okay? I don't start with the ends because if I start with the ends are going to be over dried and the roots are going to be still wet. So I leave my ends for the ends, okay? So I work my top first and after moving to the ends. I'm not doing this because if I'm doing this, the ends will be already dry and the roots is going to be still wet, okay? So I work my roots first, tiny bit of movement. And after, moving to the side, gently to the side, please. Okay, perfect. Yeah. If you this way, you're going to keep the length as well. You're not going to have those tight curls. When the roots is almost dryish, I will go in, I will kind of scrunch the ends and put it all in and dry everything. Already starting to take the shape. You see how nice the hair is.
So we do have several people wondering if you could list all the products you've been using.
Yeah, sure. I will list all the products. I'm gonna repeat one more time. So we washed the hair with, I'm gonna move to this side and I'm gonna show it to you. Maybe you want to take screenshot. So first, I prepared the hair using with, oh, here, we are here, perfect. With the Moroccano oil shampoo, okay, this is the curl enhancing shampoo. It's super light and it's gonna give the hair really nice shine. It's very easy to brush it after and very light. After, I went in with the Intense Hydrating Mask, okay, this mask is gonna help the hydration and the condition of the hair. Is going to restore the elasticity, which what we need in curly hair. Okay, this was in for about 15 minutes, and after I went in the all with the leave-in product, all in leave-in conditioner. Okay, this is really lightweight. You can use it for any type of hair. It's going to add extra hydration to the hair, and it's super light, trust me. You love it, this one. And after I went with the cream, this curl defining cream, only 2 pumps. I find it you don't need more than that, especially when you have long hair. If you have shorter hair, 1 pump is enough. Okay, this is gonna help the curls and it's gonna give it that bouncy and it's gonna define and enhance the curls. After I went with the styling gel, this is in medium. Okay, this is the medium one. I don't know, maybe the light is too strong and you guys can see. I'm sorry for this. This is the medium gel. This one I find is locking in all the moisture. It's lightweight and it's gonna give the definition of the curls. I always use a gel in the curl for the curly girl, so always a gel. Okay, I hope this helped. I'm gonna go in and try to dry it one more time here to the side. If I'm here. Again, working the roots. Okay, take your time to work the roots, and after you can go in and start drying the ends as well, okay? But don't start with the ends, because if you start with the ends, what's going to happen? They're going to be dry before the roots. So by the time you dry the roots, it's going to be fuzzy. So it's going to be hard to make it curly again. Okay, tiny bit inside. For the guys that they're just tuning in, I'm here with my lovely model Debbie, just showing you guys how I dry my curly clients in the salon, and what product do I use, and my diffusing technique. Okay, that's what we're doing here. And also, thank you so much for taking the time to join this live. I'm gonna go around a little bit, and now is the time when I'm gonna tell my lovely client or model to just put the hair down, and now we're gonna start drying it. Okay, you see, this way we kept all the curls and all the length. Again, don't touch the curls. I have this bad habit. I want to touch the curls, but no, I'm like, you know what, you can't touch the curls. You're gonna add the curls to the hair. Also, it's very important to ask your clients before if they have it parting or no parting, how they like to dry the hair, because sometimes we have our ways to dry the hair. So I know myself, I am curly, and if you are going to part my hair to the side, I'm not going to feel myself. So it's better to ask if they want it with parting, no parting, and this way you're going to have a happy client. Okay. Perfect. I'm gonna in and work a little bit those roots. Perfect. there. Usually I don't insist too much in the back, especially for the back section, because I like to kind of dry natural. Because I find that if I insist too much there, it's gonna fuzz up too much, especially because the hair in that area is more fragile, and I feel if I insist to be too much, it's gonna fuzz up. So just this side. Nice and slow. Perfect. Almost there. You can see the curves now. You can go up a little bit. Voila. Maybe it's too much light. It's almost there. Maybe a little bit more around the face here. And after that, I'm going to take 2 pictures and we're going to upload it online so you can see the difference, how we started, and how is the end result.
We do have a couple questions if you would like to answer those. So we have one from Tina wondering, how do you best get lift at the roots?
Okay, so the best will be to go upside down the head, but you see the problem is sometimes if you're starting with your head with everything upside down, like flip it up, okay, sometimes it can happen, you can just have not much definition. So how I like it, I start all over with the dryer, okay, kind of set a little bit the curls, working a little bit the roots, okay, so the roots are not flat, okay, and after I'm just doing this, and after maybe 50% when after it's dry, I'm just gonna go upside down, flip everything, and just work the roots in, okay. If you have finer hair, you can use volumizing spray or something, or a bit of mousse maybe, but trust me, if you are following these steps, you can get lovely volume at the roots. And make sure you rinsing the product and not putting too much product at the roots, especially the mask. So make sure it's everything rinsed. And yeah, take your time, work with the roots, okay? Start with the roots first, and after continue and scrunch everything. It's too hot. You can always ask the client if it's too hot, but I think it's good. I'm not using too much heat because curls, they don't need much heat. And also all the has thermal protection, so that's great when you're diffusing the hair. Another tip, what I can give you for the next day, I would say, okay, because I know my hair is so big when I dry it, but the next day, of course, the volume is going to be not that big. So what I'm going to do, I'm using a bit of dry texturizing spray from Moroccano, work a little bit of roots, and after just spray maybe a little bit of water and kind of try to form a little bit the hair and the curls, kind of reactivate the curls basically. But what I'm saying, spray just few drops, like very like misty water, okay? Don't get too wet because that's not gonna give you volume. Perfect. Let's see if we are almost there. Perfect. Now we can turn a little bit around. You see her hair starting to get the shape, and I'm gonna dry it a little bit. You can see the cast from the gel. What I'm doing when it's about 90%, I'm gonna go in with the dryer and my hand, and that's one is the time when I'm gonna use my hand and start kind of to break that cast. If you want, you can just get one pump of the oil added in, and this way or this way? This way. Open. Sorry. Okay. Just a little bit of pump, because you see, my hands usually are super dry. So I find when I'm drying the hair, they are like, ugh, kind of destroying the curls. So what I like to do, get a little bit of oil and kind of starts to break that cast. And after that, just continue one more time with the dryer, and you have the curls. This one here, please, a little bit on the side.
We do have a question from Christy on Facebook. She was wondering if you recommend the same steps if the client likes to air dry, or if you use different products.
Sure. You can use exactly the same steps if you want to leave it dry or natural. I know I do have clients that they love to air dry, but now it's winter. We are here in Ireland, by the way, and it's quite cold, so I do not recommend that. You don't want to get cold, definitely don't want to get sick. But if you're at home and you want to follow those steps, you're going to have the same result. The only problem is what I'm going to do, where I am here, what I'm going to do, I'm going to always work a little bit my root, and just when you're in the house, kind of try to just bring back, the curls and the curls, and work a little bit of the roots so you can get a little bit more volume and definition. Okay. Kind of that's the end result. I can dry it a little bit more time, like maybe a little bit more minutes, and I'd say that's it for today. I'm gonna take your pictures after, okay, and I will we're gonna upload it on the BTC. And if you guys have any questions, leave them here on the chat, and I'm gonna go back and answer. Or maybe there are more questions, I don't know, I can answer a few more if you have it.
Yeah, I think everybody is good. They're looking forward to seeing the final photos.
Yeah, I'm gonna just insist a little bit more, but it's a little bit hard here. So what I'm gonna do, just flip it upside down one more time, get a little bit of volume, and that's it. I'm gonna leave those bits here, they're a little bit still wet, to kind of dry natural, because I find this part all the time, even with my hair, it's always fuzzy. So I prefer to leave it 80% kind of wettish and just to dry natural. That's what works for me. I know maybe you have a solution and you can tell me, Juana, you're doing something wrong. So if you find a solution, please let me know. I'm here to learn as well. Thank you guys. So that's it for today. Thank you for tuning in.